Hey everyone, it's Shotzi for the Rough Cuts on Sunday. I hope you had a great week. Today I'm going to talk about one of the films that premiered at Fantastic Fest, and that is Red Dawn. This is a remake of the 1984 John Milius Red Dawn. Very nostalgic film for many of us who were actually alive when the first one came out and can remember it. This doesn't quite have the same appeal as the original, and it isn't as feasible as the original. As if the original is even all that feasible, but it makes a lot more sense. And relatively speaking, this one is like pretty much impossible compared to the original. So, this version, 2012, directed by Dan Bradley, North Korea has invaded the United States. That's correct, North Korea. 25 million starving people. They invade the US. And they're doing a fairly good job of it so far. Our story focuses on a Midwestern town, high school, Wolverines football team, a group of teenage high schoolers kind of rally together once their parents are rounded up, taken to camps, some of them executed on the spot. You have an older brother played by Chris Hemsworth who is visiting. He's a Marine, and so he rallies up the teens. They get together to form a plan to overthrow the North Koreans that are in their town. So in the original, they were just kind of like an irritant, and they don't have all that big of an impact. This film, though, they have a really big impact. It's huge. It's huge and completely unrealistic, but I don't even know how to describe it. It's ridiculous. This one, it is ridiculous. But if you take the film at face value for what it's supposed to be, just like an entertaining blockbuster movie, you won't be that disappointed. When you start looking at the actual story, the feasibility of all of it, then yeah, you're gonna hate this. You're gonna think it's one of the most ridiculous movies ever made. You're gonna think it's stupid. But it's just take it for what it is at face value, and you can be entertained. So you have the main protagonist played by Josh Peck, Chris Hemsworth. Hemsworth, is it Hemsworth or is it Hemsworth? I've heard both. But they play two brothers who kind of have like animosity towards each other. When their mother died, the older brother, played by Hemsworth, he left, joined the Marines. He was gone for I think like 6 years or so, and so there's a lot of tension between them. So this occurrence when the North Koreans invade, it brings them together. And you have Isabel Lucas, who plays the love interest of the younger brother, and she gets taken off to a camp, so he puts the whole group in jeopardy in trying to rescue her. So you've got your love story that's in here, of course. You also have the love story of the older brother and his longtime friend, Tony, played by Adrianne Palicki. So there's a lot going on in this, but it doesn't get too confusing. It doesn't delve deeply into anything. It's an entertainment movie. A lot of explosions, a lot of fire. You also have probably one of the better performances by Will Yoon Lee, who plays Captain Choi. I don't care what IMDb says and all of that calling him Captain Low, and this even has his name written down on a placard. It's Captain Choi. Not to be confused by Ken Choi, who also is an actor who plays in this film as one of the American Marines. Now, you have a lot of people who have not seen this movie. They talk about, oh, it's just white America saving the day. There aren't any minorities. There are actually a lot of minorities that are in this movie who play the hero. It's extremely diverse, most likely purposely diverse. There are a lot of minorities in this. It's not just a bunch of white people, and that shouldn't even be an issue, but I've seen a lot of people complaining about that just based on looking at the poster of the film. So You don't have to worry about that. There's a lot of diversity in it. Purposely, it is very diverse. So you've got that. Also, there isn't a lot of just overt patriotism in this movie. Like, you only see American flags, I think, twice in this, but it's pretty patriotic. There's propaganda in it, of course, similar with the original. But the overall message, I guess, is that even no matter how small you are, you can make an impact in your country and your life. It's corny. The movie's corny, especially the end, but it's entertaining. So take it at face value. It's an entertaining movie. Delve deeper and you're not going to find much of anything of substance. But acting was decent enough. Script decent enough. Once again, face value, take it for what it is. An entertainment, late summer blockbuster, and that's what this is. So, go out, watch it when it comes out. I believe it's November 1st when this is set for wide release. I will see you guys later on. Happy Moon Festival to all of you who celebrate the autumn moon. And I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye.